Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a shop my stash. I've structured mine over the last little while as Chic Geek did last year, just pulling in a handful of items to complement my Project Pan items and to rotate through more of my collection. I am in the middle of like 7 or 8 Project Pans currently, so I don't have room to pull in like a full face out of my makeup collection every month or anything like that. So I just grab a handful of items to use just 2 to 3 times every 2 to 3 weeks. I do have more than the 4 or 5 items that I pulled last time to talk about. That seems to happen often. I just pull out everything that I see in my drawer that I know I've used a couple of times that are not in projects currently, and sometimes I'm in the mood for a certain product. I just come to my makeup collection and grab it, and so that's why you're seeing more than what I chose in my last episode. I'm going to start with my Crown Fuego palette. I am wearing this today. I used it 3 times over the last few weeks, again as a complement to my Project Pans. I really love these really rich warm tones in the summer and fall time, but it was nice to reach into this because I've been so stuck in a monochromatic peachy look just with my Pan Those eyeshadows and other projects, so it was nice for something different, a little deeper. This is kind of a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, like a very similar color story. I've used this palette a lot. I really like it. The staying power is not that great. I have never like taken this out in the heat wave from early in the morning until late at night to truly put it to the test, but by the end of the day I do certainly see some fading in my eyeshadows, but this is a very cheap palette. So I have 2 base products, like foundation type products, that were in my drawer. The first is the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. I had this in my declutter pile because I hadn't reached for it in like 2 years probably, and I was like, okay, if I have no intention of reaching for it, it's fine, it can be decluttered. I had remembered this being like super orange, super thick and cakey, and then I saw someone mention in a video of like OG favorites or whatever, like products that they used to love sort of thing. I don't remember the exact video, and they mentioned this, and so I pulled it out and tried it, and I actually really loved the way it looked on me. It did not look orange or thick or cakey. It is definitely like a kind of thicker, moussey consistency. You see how thick that is? But if you just put a light layer on your face, I applied it with a brush and then smoothed it out with a beauty sponge, and it looked really nice, and it's not even like super flat matte or drying either. Quite shocked with this one. I have been using the ColourPop Tinted Moisturizer for lighter coverage days. I typically like to have like a standard foundation and more of a skin tint type product in my everyday makeup drawer. I'm currently panning a foundation, so this is what I had been working on, but since trying the Urban Decay Hydromaniac in my Oh the Shame series, then I have like kind of switched those out. So I'm ready to put this back. I've actually made like quite good progress on it lately. Like I'm down to here unintentionally. Ooh, a couple more products. The Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I really like the consistency of this. I just don't like the shade I chose. I got this in a BoxyCharm and it was choice. But you know, by the time I logged on, so many shades were sold out, but I was looking at swatches and I really thought that this would match me better than it does. It is extremely yellow. I love it underneath my eyes and as spot concealer, but this works better for me as a spot concealer and then applying foundation on top. I did put it on my under eyes today just to kind of solidify what I already knew, and it makes my under eyes look very yellow and almost sickly. So the light pink eyeshadow that I'm panning and Pan Those eyeshadows from the Brazil palette, I used that to help set my under eyes and like color correct some of the yellow. So I think it's looking a little bit better now, but that was very strange to have to do. I don't really buy from Too Faced much anymore, but if that were to ever change, I would consider getting a better shade match in this product. From the makeup drawer of shame, last time I pulled in this Milk Makeup Cream blush in the shade Work. I have this on today underneath of another blush. It's very sheer but buildable. Definitely a creamy formula, creamier than the cream blush that I'm panning in Partners in Cream because this is not nearly as old. I did like it. I don't think it's my favorite. I don't think these stick style cream blushes are my favorite. I think I would much prefer like a pan of cream blush. I'm wearing the Balm Mary Luminizer today. This is a classic. It is so beautiful, very smoothing over my texture. I don't feel like it emphasizes my texture that much at all. The shade is great on me. It blends beautifully. Like, people continue to repurchase this to this day for a reason. At first I was tempted to like buy and hoard up all of the Becca highlighters, but like I like this just as much, if not more. And so once again, if I ever were to use this product up, I could just get the full size of this one. And lastly, I had pulled in my Ofra lip gloss in the shade Peony in collaboration with Samantha March. I was down here on work meetings and needed a gloss, so I just reached back and grabbed this one and then just brought it upstairs with me and used it a couple of more times before putting it away again. This is my favorite shade from the trio that she recently released. Okay, that wouldn't take nearly as long if I would just stick with the 4 products that I pull out each time. So I'm gonna stop rambling and meet you right back here after we shop my stash. Okay, you guys, time to shop my stash. Please excuse the shadows. My chair is blocking the ring light a bit. I'm putting away my Crown Fuego palette. And I've been thinking about this BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. I've been itching for the opportunity to put this into deck of panning, probably like some project that I can put it in for about 10 uses, which I still might do, but why continue to wait when I can just pull it into my everyday makeup drawer and use it a couple of times. This is a great spring summer palette, and I'm sad that I didn't reach for it at all this spring. So I'm going to be sure to create some fun looks with this. Moving up to my cheek product drawers, putting away this tiny, it's gonna get lost back there, the Balm product. I'm waving you guys around so much. The cream blush will go back here. I actually want to pull one of each product out of here this time. I want to use this Note blush in the shade Desert Rose. This is a absolutely gorgeous blush, and I haven't used it in a million years. For highlight, I was thinking something drugstore. I mean, should I go with just what's right in front of me? I used these ones a ton in Partners in Cream already. Maybe I should pull one of these in next time. Anyways, I think I am going to go with an OG classic, the e.l.f. Baked highlight in the shade Moonlight Pearls. This is a pretty close dupe to the really popular Laura Mercier Baked Radiance highlight that I absolutely loved but wasn't cruelty free, so when a friend wanted it, I gave it to her. But these are super similar, like in shade and everything. And lastly, I want a really nice summery bronzer, and I've been thinking about this one from Pure. This is the Mineral Glow I got this in a BoxyCharm because of course I did. Like 3/4 of my collection I feel like came from BoxyCharm. It's a very warm, luminous bronzer that I can only use once I have a tan. So that is now. I might as well get some good use out of it. And that is going to be everything for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Shop My Stash video. Let me know in the comments if you saw anything that you think I should pull in next time. Keep in mind, I just did my first episode for the Oh the Shame series that I started, so I pulled in a ton of new products and they are all upstairs for me to continue to test so I can come back with a review on those. So that is why I did not pull any products from the Makeup Drawer of Shame in today's episode. That won't like always be the case, but that's why I didn't today. If you did enjoy today's video, please do give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!